Nida stood at the kitchen counter, sleeves rolled up, gazing at the neat bowl of warm, glistening rice in front of her. She had seen the cute, bear-shaped rice balls in videos, each little face perfectly round, decorated with tiny eyes and a sesame seed nose. Today she wanted to make one herself, something special for tomorrow's lunch at school. With practiced care, Nida scooped a handful of rice and pressed it between her palms, imagining the soft, fluffy bear coming to life. But as she tried to shape the ears, the grains clung stubbornly to her fingers. Her hands grew stickier with every squeeze, and soon the bear looked more like a snowball after a rough tumble. Rice stuck to the counter, to her sleeves, even a fleck in her hair. Nida set the misshapen lump aside with a sigh. Frustration bubbled in her chest. She glanced at her mother, who was watching her from across the kitchen, a gentle smile on her lips.
It's okay, Nida. Even the best chefs have messy kitchens. Try again, sweetie.
Taking a deep breath, Nida washed her hands and dusted a bit of salt onto her fingers, just like she'd seen in the tutorials. Maybe that would help. She scooped up more rice, hands trembling just a little, and tried to press more gently. She pinched small bits for ears, pressing them onto the head, trying not to overthink each step. But with each attempt, the rice seemed determined to misbehave. The first ear drooped, the second one popped off. Tiny flecks of seaweed, meant to become eyes and noses, stuck in the wrong spots or vanished altogether. By her fourth try, rice was scattered across the counter like confetti, and her cheeks were flushed with effort. Still, Nida didn't give up. She remembered her mom's words and the many times she'd watched her mom retry recipes until they were just right. Wiping her brow, Nida scooped up one last handful of rice, shaping it slowly, carefully. This time, the ears held. The bits of seaweed fit perfectly as eyes, and a light sprinkle of sesame marked the nose. She held up her rice ball and smiled. It looked just like the bears in the pictures, round and bright-eyed, a tiny face peering up from her hands. Her mom beamed at her from the doorway.
That's my girl,
she said, pulling Nida in for a proud hug. The next day at school, Nida opened her lunchbox and revealed her bear-shaped rice ball. Her friends crowded around, eyes wide in admiration.
Can we trade lunches with you?
One of them asked eagerly. Nida grinned, feeling the warm glow of effort and accomplishment. All the sticky hands and messy counters were worth it for this little bear, and even more for the smiles it brought.